If I can, board members, if I can have you take a look at our agenda. We've bounced around a little bit. Next we're going to handle item 9, which is the Standard and Assessment Committee report. And so we'll turn the time over to the chair of that committee, Chair Cannon. Okay, let me turn this on.
All right, we just had one action item on our committee agenda last week. It was our first one, STEM schools designation. Kelly Yates presented information regarding STEM schools designation. Ms. Yates provided a list of the schools that currently have STEM designation. There are 9 schools asking for approval this year, making a total of 43 schools with STEM school designation. Of the 9 schools, 7 of them are new and 2 of them are requesting to change STEM levels. So STEM schools have a designation of either platinum, gold, silver, or bronze, and they can ascend into higher levels by meeting particular criteria, which these 2 had done. So the committee motion was that the Standard and Assessment Committee moves the board approve the 9 schools that are requesting STEM school designation.
Okay. The motion before the board is that the board approve the 9 schools that are requesting STEM school designation. Any discussion to the motion? Seeing none, let's vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Voting was unanimous. Please continue.
Okay. Oh, it looks like we did have a motion on another one. Sorry, this is R277-700, Middle School Education Requirements Guidance. We had dealt with this the previous month, and at our meeting last month, Diana Sudworth came back and presented information regarding a guidance document for the middle school education requirements. The differences between this version and the last version are the answers are more targeted towards what is exactly in the rule and made it more clear where there is LEA flexibility when the rule is not clear. And the questions were renumbered. So we discussed this. We looked over this particular document. We directed staff to research and provide definitions of what is a guidance document, what are frequently asked questions, what are technical assistant manuals and documents, and we asked them if they would clarify these and then look at a process for future guidance documents. And this item now is going to the Eliminating Barriers Task Force to discussion, and they will then be brought back to Standards and Assessment Committee in June. So our committee moves that the board approve the guidance document for R277-700-5, the middle school education requirements.
Okay, the motion before the board is that the board approve the guidance document for R277-700-5, middle school education requirements. Any discussion to the motion? Seeing none, let's vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Voting was unanimous.
Next item on our agenda was R277-497, the school grading system. Ann Michelle Neal, Allison Nicholson, and Assistant Superintendent Nielsen presented information regarding the amendments to the school grading system. A policy supplement was also presented, which further detailed the methodologies and calculations related to rating schools. This document is incorporated into the rule by reference. So we went through this rule. We very much liked the colorful, easy to understand supplement that was given to us, and we began starting to make some amendments to the rule, and we ended up asking staff to bring back the materials and to do a rewrite on the rule, restructure it, add clarity, see if there's a way to incorporate some of the visuals that were so easy to understand. And we determined that we would delay action on this rule, and we will discuss it tomorrow in our May agenda.
Okay.
Utah Early Childhood Core Standards Writing Revision Update. Tammy Goodwater presented an update. The writing committee is reviewing English language arts, math, social studies, and creative arts contents. Due to a smaller core group of stakeholders involved in the writing process, physical education standards will be reviewed upon completion of the first round of writing. The writing members were provided current kindergarten standards in each content area, KEEP entry booklets, and a list of performance objective verbs for reference. The committee has recommended including an explanation of the developmental and academic difference between 3- and 4-year-olds in the introduction of the final revised standards document. It's an information-only item.
Okay.
Cte Core Standards. Talia Longhurst presented the timeline for the review of the Cte courses as well as the individual course revision process for Cte courses. There are over 300 different courses that need to be reviewed. Standards and Assessment will begin to review the course standards in a 4-year rotation for most courses. However, the review will be more often for IT classes, which will be reviewed every 3 years at a minimum because they are ever-changing. Beginning of fall 2018, the committee will begin to see these standards. The standards have all been reviewed by subject matter experts, updated by that group, and presented to industry partners with industry feedback taken into account and revisions made. By the time they come to the committee, they will have already had those reviews. They will come to the committee in November. That completes our report.
Okay, thank you, Chair.